Joel and Felicity, so nice to see the both of you again, and congratulations on this beautiful film. I'm still reeling from all the emotions seeing it last night, so truly congratulations to the two of you.
Thank you.
I love the scene where Robert asks Gladys to get married in the field. It's so, so beautiful. Obviously, their relationship to me is the heart of the film and their story about family. What did the two of you do to develop their chemistry prior to filming and while on set? And that scene was just so beautiful.
Yeah, it's really hard with chemistry. It's either there or it's not.
Yes.
I feel as though it must be so frightening for a director to cast two people and then he starts watching the footage back and realizes that, you know, this isn't working. So I feel like that's just magic. You know, that's either going to be there or it's not. But I guess for us, it was making it feel as realistic as possible, that little world that this family were living in, and that you really believed, particularly for Gladys and her daughter, that they were there for long stretches of time on their own, and how would they survive in that environment. My kind of worst nightmare was that it would just look like I just stepped off the makeup trailer or whatever, and you're on set and there's no sense of authenticity of that experience. And I think that that comes through just trying to educate yourself as much as possible on what it would have been like for those early frontier people and the way they lived.
Yeah, no, I love that. And Joel, what was the experience like for you with working with Felicity in that scene and developing the chemistry?
Well, what I loved was, there's a good process with work sometimes where you do a lot of this, a lot of talking and heady theorizing, and then it comes from, then it's all up to instinct and you're doing it. But I think those early conversations are very important because we want to build the full kind of world of a relationship. It wasn't just there to represent romance, and it's sad these two people that love each other, had a tragedy before that family. But the clunkiness of being young parents, the tension that can exist when couples are trying to work life out together, domestic life, gathering food, preparing food, but also those embraces of goodbyes and hellos that speak to that romance and that love. Yeah. And just the simple gesture of us, how we meet and shake hands, and the kinetic feeling we have for each other, so that the relationship felt full and dimensional. Yeah. That spoke to a lot of what the life of a whole relationship can be, that isn't just about lust or sex or relationship, the intimacy. It's also about getting on with stuff. And so it feels like we had good conversations that then led to the practice of doing it, and it felt like that process was really rewarding.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad you guys chose this movie to actually work together and play a couple. I loved it. Well, last question for you. Obviously, the setting itself is a huge character in and of itself in the film. And I imagine as an actor, that's very exciting and fantastic to work with natural lighting and be in the natural sets versus green screen. But I do feel like there is maybe a little bit of added pressure. Do you guys feel that way, feeling like we have to get it right, we only have a certain amount of time? Or do you really prefer doing it that way?
I think probably Clint and Adolfo felt that. But I have to say, we were pretty protected from it. But if anything, it's so nice working like that. It's so special to be outside and the sun's going down. You've got this pink light, and you've got to try and come up with something and make it work in that moment. I feel like that's when filmmaking is at its best. Yeah. When it has that kind of pressure, and then something happens that no one expects. Something completely, sometimes a little bit off the wall, and that's what you're trying to capture in the camera.
And when we're able to fit in with each other and have all of that world worked out, that then Clint could sort of deputise us to say, right, prepare a meal together, go play with Katie in the garden, and do open up moments that were unscripted, that then could live and breathe within the more planned kind of scripted sections of the film. And some of those moments were kind of off-ball and real fun.
A lot of talking to chickens. I remember after a while we'd just be like, let's keep feeding the chickens.
Should we call this film Train Dreams or Chasing Chickens?
When in doubt, feed the chickens.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I would chat with the two of you you all day, but I'm so excited for audiences to continue to watch Train Dreams. Beautiful performances from you both. The Great Gatsby is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, wow.
And Like Crazy is one of the best romances ever. So appreciate you both so much, and thank you so much for your time today. Thank you. Bill and Carrie, so nice to meet the two of you, and congratulations on this film.
I grew up in Cumberland.
Yeah, that's what you were raised in Georgia and Maryland, right?
Maryland, Cumberland, yeah.
What are your favorite memories of Maryland? How long did you live there?
Well, until I was from 10 until college.
Wow.
And it looked very much like Washington State where we shot. Just beautiful part of the country.
It is a really pretty part of the country. Yes, absolutely. Well, yeah, congratulations to the two of you on this film. I love it, the moment when Robert asks Arn about his family, and he says, family is people with smiling faces looking back at me. And I feel like that just informs you so much about who this man is. And you said that all of it, was on the script. How much does that line inform you of who this man is?
It says a lot. It says he's a loner. I don't know if he ever had a wife. I tend to think he didn't have any kids. I think he loves his job. I think he loves hanging out in nature like that. He's just a fabulous character.
Yeah.
It was apparent to me instantly.
For sure. And Carrie, of course, we meet your character, Claire, after Robert has experienced this monumental grief. And what kind of helped you most connect with Claire while you were on set? Is it a piece of her wardrobe? Is it just being out in the beautiful, natural setting? What is it for you as an actor to help most connect you with your character on set?
I knew Joel already. We had worked together when I was very young, so that helped a lot, because that's something that you do have to kind of get good as the person you're acting with.
Yes.
So that there was an ease between the two of us, so I was so grateful for that. I think Clint put me at ease, because Clint was really grateful I was doing the job. There was a real gratitude to him. He was really nice to work for. He treated everyone with respect and so the environment was lovely. But also, yes, when I was doing the scene on the balcony of the fire tower, literally what we're looking out onto was just endless trees for miles, and then the sun going down and birds flying, and so it was very easy to be in the moment and relaxed and didn't feel alone.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I will say a big part of the film is the setting. That's a character in and of itself. And I imagine as actors that has to be fantastic to actually be in the element and not on green screen. But I do imagine maybe there's a little bit more pressure there. Do you feel that way, Bill? Or do you really prefer being in a natural setting? Or is it a little bit more pressure? Or we have to make sure we get him in with this rain and in this light? How does that work?
I'm a country boy.
There you go.
Boy Scouts, all of that, camping. So no, I was in my element there.
Yeah.
It was a quick shoot, 26 days, but that's enough. But we had to keep going. They took good care of us. It was a lovely, quiet, happy set.
Exactly, that's how I would say. Yeah, I know. I think when I'm on those sets where you're in the environment, I am very aware of no litter. Let's not litter. I'm so hyper aware of leaving any film set stuff behind or whatever.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Carrie's I'm going to be the film set police.
Yeah,
we are going to clean this up. Well, and one of the last questions for you, I love it. We learned at the press conference that you created the song for your character, which I absolutely loved. What was the inspiration for that song on set that day? How did you come up with it?
The lyrics, no. I think the script just says he sings a song and they go, shut up with the song, we're trying to go to sleep. So I play music a good bit, and I don't know, I just came up with those lyrics and sent them to Clint, and he said, why not? And I just happened to have a harp with me on set, and I said, what if I were to play the harmonica instead?
There's something kind of lonely about it too.
Isn't it?
I know.
It's such a lonely.
Like he passes the time doing that. And
it can sound happy, but boy, it can sound like.
Yeah, when you put it that way, yes. Well, I would chat with the two of you all day, but I cannot wait for audiences to see Train Dreams. Shameless is one of my favorite series of all time. Frank is one of the best and wildest TV dads ever. And of course, I loved F1 and Better Call Saul.
You.
My dad is obsessed with Better Call Saul. We watch it religiously.
And Ray has a new show out with Vince.
I know. I'm so excited. Yes. Thank you both so much for your time. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you very much.